One thing I will always commend Wakfu for is making people think that it was a kid's series. Also, it somehow made a lot of people think it was the only thing in its series. It's like at the very end of its timeline. For those who don't know, the game that Wakfu is based off of and the timeline it's the end of is the Dofu timeline. It's just in the Wakfu era, so it's just called Wakfu. For example, stuff like the Dofu movie took place in the Dofu era. Meanwhile, the islands of Wakfu took place in the Wakfu era. By the way, this is also Yugo's older sister, Nora, and also this is like Yugo's official first appearance. I don't know, the lore goes really hard though. I mean, you got stuff like Ogress and his wrath when he started to fight all the gods, the lore of Maskbane, and even Gultard when he was, just kind of killing everybody because he went insane. Honestly, I think that, like, lore aside, the Wakfu series is pretty PG-13 if I'm being completely honest. There's like a lot of blood, murdering, sex, and amongst other things. It's just that, like, Wakfu is like the only truly like kid-friendly thing. Actually, no, I feel like most of the animated series are pretty kid-friendly. But once you get to, like, the comics, the manga, the game itself, and the lore, yeah, they don't really care about that. I think that the funniest thing is that the key artist, Xavier Hosen, is low-key a gooner. I say low-key, but he pretty much is. He does all the key art for the series, like that's why it has its signature look. Except in his free time, when he's just not working on the series, this is the type of art that he makes. So whenever you say, why are all the Wakfu women attractive, it's because literally their artist is only good at really making them look that way. Not complaining though, just saying. Honestly, though, still, the story is and the lore is extremely connected. It's always so beautiful to look at like Wakfu lore at face value because it's so interconnected, but it doesn't overlap and destroy pre-existing parts of it like how Star Wars tends to do sometimes. And all the characters that show up in the series, it predate the series itself. Like a lot of them are just well established within the lore, and it's always so interesting to see them appear later on. But once again, proceed with caution. You won't find anything too bad. It's just that, like, sometimes you might see something that you just weren't expecting. So I just want to be like, just remember that. But once again, I feel like it's worth your time. It's very interesting, full of a lot of interesting lore tidbits, and you have plenty of content. And I mean, you can always play the game if you're really down for that. So that's all I have to really say about this. Anyways, bye.